Have you ever been in the same room with someone you love and still felt completely alone? Maybe it's late at night. You're lying next to your partner. The room is quiet. But instead of whispering to each other, you're both scrolling through strangers' lives on a tiny screen. Your bodies are close, but your hearts feel far away. If that feels painfully familiar, you are not imagining it. There is a real digital intimacy crisis happening right now. And the question is brutal: are we slowly trading real love for notifications? Welcome to Connect with Care. If you care about protecting your relationships in a noisy, digital world, take a second to like this video, hit subscribe, and stay with me till the end. This conversation might change the way you hold your phone and the way you hold the people you love. When people hear the word intimacy, they usually think about sex or physical touch. But intimacy is much bigger than that. Real intimacy is feeling seen. Feeling safe. Feeling like you matter to someone. It is that deep exhale you take when you know, I can be fully myself here, and I want to be abandoned. Digital intimacy is when we try to get those same feelings through screens. Texting all night. Sending voice notes. Sharing memes. Watching the little typing bubble. Feeling that rush of relief when it finally turns into a message. That tiny moment can feel like someone is reaching into your day and saying, I am here. I didn't forget you. Parents and kids use it to stay connected across cities and countries. Partners send messages in the middle of a workday. I am proud of you. I know today is hard. I can't wait to see you tonight. Those tiny digital moments can feel like emotional oxygen. But there is a hidden problem. We are slowly learning to reach for our phones faster than we reach for each other. Our first instinct, when we feel bored, lonely, or insecure, is often to unlock a screen and not to look into a pair of eyes. Psychologists even have a word for one part of this, phubbing, phone snubbing. It means choosing your phone over the person sitting right in front of you. Studies show that couples are on their phones for a surprising amount of the time they are physically together. And the more this happens, the more relationship satisfaction tends to drop. People report feeling lonely, rejected, or invisible right next to someone who supposedly loves them. Think about that for a second. You can be in love, in the same room, sharing the same bed and still feel abandoned, simply because your partner's attention is somewhere else. Why am I less interesting than your screen? Why do I have to compete with strangers for your eyes? Do you see me at all? This is where the crisis begins. Not with technology itself, but with where our attention goes when someone we love is right there, hoping we will look up. Typing I love you is easy. Sending a heart emoji is easy. Posting a cute couple photo is easy. But sitting down for a hard conversation, apologizing with your whole heart, really listening when your partner is in pain, that is not easy. That takes courage, presence, and vulnerability. Our phones make it simple to perform love, without always practicing love. You can have a relationship that looks perfect on social media, but feels cold in private. You can have hundreds of flirty messages, but no one you can cry in front of at 2 a.m. You can have constant contact, but no real closeness. We live in a time where we are more connected than ever, and yet loneliness, anxiety, and relationship dissatisfaction are climbing. It is like eating junk food for the soul. Quick hits of attention. Very little nourishment. So how do you know if you, personally, might be caught in the digital intimacy crisis? Let's be honest together for a moment. I am going to share a few signs. As you listen, just notice which ones land close to home. You feel a stronger emotional rush from a notification than from your partner walking into the room. When your phone lights up, your brain lights up. But when your partner says, "Hey, I'm back," it barely touches you. Sign 2. You check your phone during important moments. During conversations, meals, date nights, or even arguments. A part of you knows it's disrespectful, but you feel pulled to that screen like a magnet. Sign 3. You and your partner talk more by text, even when you're in the same house. Because face-to-face feels heavier, riskier, or awkward. It feels easier to send a message from the next room than to walk in and say, "Hey, can we talk, eh?" Sign 4. You share your best stories, jokes, or photos with the internet first, and your partner, your kids, your siblings, or your closest friends hear about them later. The world gets the highlight reel. The people who actually love you get the leftovers. Sign 5. You feel jealous or hurt when your partner is glued to their phone, but you don't know how to say it without sounding a needia or a controllinga, so you swallow it and quietly resent it. If any of these feel like you are not a bad person. You are a human living inside a giant experiment, in a world carefully designed to steal your attention. But awareness is powerful. Once you name it, you can start changing it. There is a reason phones feel safer than people. On a screen, you can edit your words. You can delete your messages. You can choose when to reply. You can mute, block, or unfollow when you feel overwhelmed. In real life, intimacy is messy. You might say the wrong thing. You might stutter or cry. You might not know how to fix a problem. You can't unsend a look on your face. You can't filter the sound of disappointment in your voice. Real love asks us to be vulnerable, and vulnerability can feel terrifying. So sometimes, without realizing it, we choose the illusion of control over the risk of honest closeness. When your partner is upset, it's easier to scroll than to sit in that discomfort. When you feel insecure, it's easier to look for likes and comments than to say, hey, I feel a bit unlovable today. But real love requires us to take a risk and be vulnerable. Can you hold me? The digital intimacy crisis is not just about phones. It's about our fear of being fully seen, with our flaws, our insecurities, our unfiltered emotions. Screens let us hide while pretending to connect. But here's the hopeful part: technology is not the enemy. It's a tool. And like any tool, we can decide how we use it in our relationships. Let's talk about some ways to protect real love in a digital world, without pretending we're going back to the 90s. First, create what I like to call a sacred no-phone moments. These are small windows in your day where you and the people you love agree, no screens. Not because phones are evil, but because this time is precious. You might choose the first 10 minutes after waking up. Instead of reaching for your phone, you reach for each other. A cuddle. A good morning, how did you sleep, A simple, what do you need from today, You might choose to make meals screen-free. No doom scrolling over dinner. No headphones while you eat. Just faces, voices, and the quiet comfort of being together. You might choose the last 20 minutes before bed. Screens away. Lights softer. Maybe a short conversation about the best and hardest part of your day. The idea is to give your nervous system a chance to settle into connection, not stimulation. Second, use digital intimacy as a bridge, not a replacement. Texts, calls, and voice notes are powerful tools, but they work best when they lead somewhere deeper. Instead of using messages to avoid big talks, use them to open a door. For example, I know we've been a bit distant lately. Can we talk tonight? I miss you. A. Or, what is one thing I can do today that would make you feel cared for? A. Let your digital communication be a warm-up, not the main event. Third, gently name what is hurting you. If your partner's phone habits make you feel second best, attacking them will push them away. Try speaking from your heart instead of from your anger. Instead of you are always on your phone, you never listen to me, try. When we in bed and you are scrolling, I feel a bit invisible. I miss you. Could we have 10 minutes of just us before the screens come out? You are not policing their behavior, you are sharing your pain and asking for connection. Fourth, make real love visible again in tiny, ordinary ways. We underestimate how powerful small acts of presence are. Long hugs where you actually breathe together. Eye contact without multitasking. A handwritten note on a pillow. Turning your phone face down when someone starts talking to you, and saying, I'm listening. These are signals that say, you matter more than this device. I choose you. Real love is built out of those small choices, over and over again. I want to pause here and ask you a hard question. When you look back at your last week, what do you think your actions told the people you love? Did your attention say, you are important to me? Or did your screen get more tenderness than they did? This is not about shame. Shame freezes us. This is about honesty. Honesty frees us. Maybe, as you listen, you're thinking about a partner you've slowly drifted away from. You share a bed, bills, routine, but not your inner worlds anymore. Maybe you remember when nights meant talks that went on for hours. And now nights mean lying back to back, each in your own digital bubble. Maybe you are a parent listening to this, and your heart hurts because you realize your child is growing up watching the top of your head as you bend over a screen. You love them more than anything, but the phone gets more eye contact than they do. Maybe you are single, and your phone is both your comfort and your prison. Dating apps, late night scrolling, comparing every part of your life to other people's highlight reels. Deep down, you are asking, is there anyone out there who will see me, not just swipe me? Wherever you are in this, you are not alone. The digital intimacy crisis touches marriages, parenting, siblings, friendships, and even the way we see ourselves. It is not a personal failure. It is a cultural tide. But we don't have to drown in it. So, are we losing real love? Maybe that's not the right question. Maybe the better question is, are we willing to fight for it? Real love will not shout over your notifications. It will not flash like a banner or vibrate in your pocket. Real love is quiet. It sits on the couch, waiting for you to look up. It stands in the kitchen, hoping you'll put your phone down and say, how are you, really, Every time you choose to stay in a hard conversation instead of escaping into a screen, you are fighting for love. Every time you answer a chilled question instead of refreshing a feed, you are fighting for love. Every time you say, let's put our phones away for a while and just be here, you are pushing back against a world that profits from your distraction. You don't have to throw your phone away. You don't have to become perfectly disciplined. You just have to start choosing small moments of presence, on purpose. If this conversation touched something in you, maybe a little guilt, maybe a little grief, but also a little hope, you stay close. Here on Connect with Care, this is what we do. We talk honestly about modern relationships, the beautiful parts and the broken parts, so you can build love that feels real, not just good on a screen. If you want more tools and more real talk to protect your marriage, your parenting, your bonds with siblings and friends, take a moment right now to like this video and hit subscribe to join the Connect with Care family. And in the comments, share this with courage and kindness. What is one small change you want to make with your phone after watching this? Maybe eat it as no phone at dinner. Maybe eat it as 5 minutes of eye contact and check in before bed. Maybe eat it as I am finally going to tell my partner how I feel when they scroll while I am talking. Your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to feel less alone tonight. When this video ends, try something simple. Put your phone down for a few minutes. If there is someone near you, look them in the eyes and say, "I'm really here with you." If you're alone right now, place a hand on your own heart and say, "I'm still capable of real love, and I'm learning how to protect it." We are living through a digital intimacy crisis. But you are not powerless. You have the ability, moment by moment, to choose connection over distraction. This is Connect with Care.